think he would have lost even in a right-click battle there with Centaur not using the Shrine, so Centaur will shrine himself back up and be ready to fight, and with JerAxx sitting up in this top lane, this is dangerous.
Could set up something nicely if they can get the Light Strike. He's just got the Who Stomp because he didn't put a point in the double edge, so it doesn't look like they'll have enough damage. Lil comes across, Ramses will be okay. Lil has to be a little careful himself here, as in fact another stun will connect. S4 and JerAxx trying to corner Lil in the tree line. He will have another tether across, so he should be able to juke it. Heads back around, and now it's JerAxx caught out of position, and he's going to be the first to fall. VP claim themselves first blood, and Lil is saying he'd had a tough time. That's going to help him out huge. Just getting that bit of a boost from picking up that first kill this game. Yep. Early on, 7 minutes in, looking towards the top.
I wonder if Pasha's called this, because it is some time that Notel hasn't shown in this bottom lane now. They've got to start thinking something's up.
They're going to stampede. They really want to try and get the lead in. As the setup, S4 moving into position. Mass TP is coming through. They'll look to blow up Ramses immediately, and they will. They'll take one kill. Can they get anything more? That's the question. No one. TP's across, has the EMP, but again, S4 with another Who Stomp and a double edge. The illusions, of course, doing work as well. They'll pick up a second OG, and they're not done yet. Ana, Remnants in, looking for solo, trying for the TP out, but the Light Strike arrays there from JerAxx and OG, claiming 3 heroes with that movement, and they should get a tower as well, Gods.
Hasn't seen it, but it looks like Notel still around his tower farming. Now will tuck himself in the trees, but this could be a death coming his way if he's not careful. Luna does have a clip still.
TPs are coming through. Solo is incredibly deep here. I think, yeah, they did catch a whiff of him moving past. And yeah, Flight is hunted him out. Solo has been surrounded. He's very deep. He's close to the tier 2, and Notel flying JerAxx. He should be able to take the kill. I say that. Solo, he's making them work for it. Not hard enough, though. JerAxx picks up the kill and brings himself even closer to the 6. Mid lane again, Pasha catching out Ana. Ana, is he going to have a chance to get up? Plus the charges of Stampede as well. It's not enough to save him. That's for trying to save him from across the map. But, hey, nice bit of money there for JerAxx.
That Radiant High Ground ward, letting him know the timing for it. And here comes Nyx once again.
Still sticking around mid both sides. Yeah. Pasha going for the setup. Will there be any sort of save here? OG trying to come forward. S4 jumps onto the backlines, but immediately the MP comes through. He's out of mana. We'll get the double edge off in time to bring down Lil, but they've lost Ana for this. They're going to probably lose S4 as well. He tries to play his way out with the Stampede. It's not going to be enough. He's down. JerAxx takes a fade bolt to the back. That's 3 dead on OG, and Fly's in trouble as well as VP closing on the Shadow Demon. Pick him up. And it's a 4-for-2 trade. They did end up managing to kill off the Nyx Assassin there with Fly's Demonic Purge. But
farming that you get from it. And it's a build where you're getting a lot of your attack speed and damage through the Mask of Man active, which is something like that's not going to get reflected onto you from a Terrorblade.
More sidelines here. Fly trying to lead in, but it's actually VP getting the grab on him first. That's going to be one down. Pasha ready to go for more. There'll be a buyback from Fly. They've got the combo there. S4 with a follow-up from Ana. Immediately blowing up 3 members of VP, and they may not be done yet. Pasha will find JerAxx. But S4 moving up, he's going to have the Who Stomp just in time. The change is there as well, and OG pick up a 4th. That combo really bringing OG back into the game. They were starting to suffer off the back of the last few team fights. But S4 in the jungle though. Ana with the invis. And an Arcane Rune bottled as well. Could look to start something if he finds a lock, if he finds Lil as such.
He needs Centaur.
Maybe needs a, yeah, I mean, S4's close. He's got Stampede and Blink. He can close the gap.
Farm up the jungle during a bit of this metamorph duration, and that's a nice little bit of cash going TB's way, considering he is being outfarmed by the Luna at this point.
Pasha, eyes onto Ana. They're going to go for the combo. Io is going to be bringing him back up. Can they take him down in time? Ramses is brought across. There is the backup from S4. Jumps in with a stomp. Allows time for Ana to remnant away. Stampedes as well. Can they actually get a kill out of this OG? They've brought Notel across. Again, another great stun. Allowing Ana to remnant forward. They'll burst down 9 Pasha. They've found one. And now VP will get out. Solo did manage to steal the Stampede, so they'll save everyone else. But a very, very nice reaction there. S4 with some big stomps. Protecting. Very strong for VP's cause. Ramses continuing to sail ahead. The gap is certainly getting bigger between him and Notel.
This feels like their timing. You've got the Blink initiation on Pasha. They just used Metamorphosis to do some damage. Go and get something big if you're VP.
Oh, it's a good setup. The follow-up is not there because S4 coming in with the counter play immediately onto Ramses. Lil tethers across. Is he going to take him out? Has he got any sort of save here? That's the question. No, relocate. Yes, there we have it. Just in time. Will remove the Luna from the fight, but Pasha's left behind. Solo as well in a lot of trouble as Anna and the team chase him down, pick up a second. And of course, Lil, he will be on his way back, and they'll pay with a third death as well. VP getting absolutely crushed down there on that push. As you said, it on paper, the Dire have scanned it out, so VP know that OG's in the area. Pasha to lead the right way, and their team should be able to arrive in time to contest this here. OG do have to be a little bit careful. VP could get a really good jump.
They're going to leave No-Tail in the pit probably, but no one comes in with a nice combo.
Immediately comboing No-Tail down low, will be kept alive by the pipe. He gets a good Sunder off onto Pasha. S4's there with the play to bring down the Nyx assassin. Ramses in the middle of it all with the newly found BKB with the Eclipse, bringing No-Tail down low. He's not got the Sunder, of course, to save him. There'll be a defensive disruption from Fly. Ramses has got to back off as he's been demonic purge. Immediate change onto the Rubik. The S4 again getting into position, taking down a fourth as VP fall. OG secure their position around the Roshan pit, and they should be able to get away with finishing it. No one.
4 heroes playing like cores on OG's side against 2 on VP's. So I do worry for VP's ability to transition to the late game. There's a tremendous amount of pressure, probably more so on the Invoker than anyone to be that super scary late game Invoker.
Solo. He's getting caught out by Steals. The Remnant able to get away, and now VP comes straight into the fight. Put the BKB, the Eclipse. Anna, Remnant's up to the high ground. In fact, he's just going to TP out of there, and it looks like he will get himself safely away. S4's already being picked off, though. They'll surround Fly. VP will take a second here. And B.Axx reveals himself with a Laguna Blade. He's now kind of surrounded in the tree line. The illusions actually forcing him back as well. No-Tail tried to turn up to back up the team. Anna's back in. In fact, a jump forward from Pasha. Despite Carapace, but he's not going to be able to catch them out. And in fact, B.Axx just turns around, takes him out with a Dragon Slave. Now Ramses and Norton are able to beat down on the Lina, take B.Axx's life. So overall, VP getting the fight that they want, really. Is a good bit of a gold swing.
Dishes out damage just through levels and having just what he does, like the Linken's is still at least some stats and some like a tiny little fraction of damage. Or OG have the high ground here. No one.
S4 with the lead in, the perfect stun locks down, immediately just getting blown up by Laguna Blade, and they're not done yet. They're going to look for another core, but Ramses pops the BKB, ready to turn No-Tail with his BKB as well, manning up against the Luna, but in fact, the damage is too much. No-Tail fully low, he's out. No-Tail's down. There'll be a buyback from No on VP. They want to find more. Solo remnanting forward, another remnant to close the gap, onto Fly, telekinesing him back into the Sunstrike. VP take a third. Big fight again for Virtus Pro. OG starting to slip, it feels. Damage item as such, but I mean, as you say, it's a Luna, gods. He's just going to punch like a ton of bricks.
And you can't easily go in that Luna with the BKB and Linkers. The 2 defensive items guarantees that Luna can just stand there, just glaives away. And by going defensive items, it means she's really dishing out more damage in a team fight as a result. And OG got a bit overzealous there. Like the pickoff on Invoker was big for them, and they just needed to kind of reset, settle down on Anna's hero.
Let's see if they can get the catch. B.Axx leading the way, has that Yule Scepter set up.
Oh, this could be a dieback for No one.
If they can catch that Invoker, it'll be huge. S4 again with a big Who Stomp. There's immediate Pasha with the return, but they jump forward. No one BKB'd. Yule's up as well, trying to get himself out, but he's down. They've lost 2. That indeed is Invoker out for a good 100 seconds or so. Sleight of Fist from Anna to cut down a third. OG knocked out 3 of VP. None of them with buybacks available.
I don't think they can stop this second lane. Luna's already like pissed off to the bottom lane, like I'm out of here, guys. I'll defend later on. At least wait till it's like a 4v5 without the Invoker, and there we go. Luna's back. They're going to defend this third lane of Rax. B.Axx has been a bit quieter just because he's a Luna this game, but S4 has really been phenomenal.
So what can do, Ramses. Now with that butterfly, offering a fair bit of a punch to the fight. Pots the BKB ready to go with the Eclipse Fly. Will disrupt himself. Ramses turning towards No-Tail. A good telekinesis. Will No-Tail be able to get a send off? No, he won't. S4 jumps in with a Who Stomp. Not enough burst to finish off Pasha. And OG, they've got to get themselves out. VP, they're chasing a Stampede for Anna to try and get himself out of this one. Chains to hold back Ramses. And VP, they will force them away, so they keep that top tier 3 Amrax alive.
Illusion spam that we're seeing coming out from the SD.
Yeah, really, it's just a question of who's going to be able to catch who as they Quad and poke at each other.
That reflection gets Ramses down to almost half HP.
Oh, they do try and make a go on to Ana. Has been forced to the side. Gets the chance to remnant out now. Ramses pops the BKB, ready to run in. Chasing down Fly with the Eclipse as well. OG, they'll almost certainly lose the Shadow Demon. And the rest of them will just bail out. There'll be the Tornado catching out Fly. Flies down. They do in fact find Lina as well with a good impale. Pasha setting up for a second kill. There we have it. They'll pick up another. Ana's come back in, but the Spike Carapace holds in position. Do they have to change to the control? They don't need it because Ana out of mana. OG losing a third hero, not getting anything from the side of VP. VP, they're holding perfectly. And at this stage,
very important. I mean, every hero is important for OG. That's the thing. When you're playing this 4-core lineup, or really 5 heroes with farm, you need everyone alive to fight this 6-star Luna.
They brought Notel down to half health. I mean, Ramses, he knows his power. He just pops the BKB. Will look to take a second set of racks. There'll be a jump in from S4. Immediately has to force himself out of that. The stolen Stampede being used by VP. Now there's the turnaround. The original Stampede from S4. Notel in the midst of it all, trying to man up and fight. Will be able to cut down onto the Rubik. And now moving in for more. Lil will relocate out just in time. Pasha, they have got the vision on him. S4 carrying the gem. Chasing down the Nyx assassin. Can Pasha play his way out of it? Looks like he can. Jukes out. Will be able to escape. But again, it will be Lil, of course, left behind with the relocate back into the hands of OG. As they will end up taking down both of the supports, but of course the damage kind of really done as VP were able to claim 2 full sets of racks.
Butterflies would have torn up the VP base.
Ramses into the pit. Can OG do anything about this? If they win this Roche fight, it almost certainly could be the game. Ana and Notel ready to go in. Proving hard to do so on the side. No one used up. Ana jumps in, but immediately no one pots the BKB, turns towards Fly. Fly forces back. Ana jumps into the midst of it all, bringing them down low. Lil falling down, and they'll take the IO. They'll get the kill onto the Invoker as well. Pasha buried up, but it's not good. Is it going to be enough to keep him alive? It looks like he is. They can't quite finish him off. Finally goes down to a side of Fizz. There'll be a buyback for no one, but look at the damage that Ramses is dishing out. The dual butterflies are too strong by the looks of it. 2 buybacks from OG as they come back into it. Roshan will remain alive.
Oh, Notel did not save for buyback. Not sure how will this can work. Nice ward from Jarex on the high ground then. This could potentially set them up for something.
I've got the Atos into the Soul Catcher combination onto the Luna, jumping from S4, but immediate Tornado, no one's there with the combo. S4 hexed up, Ramses pots the BKB, ready to go with the Eclipse as well. Ana still going to jump forward, looking for Pasha with the Sleight of Fist, bringing him down low. Ana getting nuked down out of the mana though with its mana, but immediately ripped to pieces. The Aegis on the floor. Lil can he keep himself alive here? Notel pounding into him, will take down IO already. VPR having to back away. Ana turns towards Pasha. Pasha forced back with the Vendetta starting to back off. There'll be a buyback from Solo. They have kept the melee racks alive for the time being, but immediately Solo stunned up. There'll be a jump in, but immediately S4 again with the reaction play. Hitting the 2-man Who's Stomp, opening the final set of racks to be taken down as OG have now claimed Mega Creeps. And with 3 heroes down on VP, no buyback left on them. There's very little they could do. Ramses is going to send himself forward. Tries to mantle off the Light Strike Array, but it's not going to happen. Ramses is down. OG have done it here in game 1. And finally take the victory. I mean, boy oh boy, did VP make them fight for it. OG proving to be the stronger side at the end of the day in this first game. Some very flashy performances, but once again, you've really got to talk about S4.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah.